The arrest of all attack suspects cast a shadow on those who sold Fulani narrative, Lara Wise. Lara Wise, who is the media aide to the Deputy Senate President Ovi Omoagege, has reacted to the recent arrest of alleged killers of the Owo Church worshippers. She says the identities of those behind the Owo Catholic massacre have been revealed, even though I have a huge question mark on one of the alleged suspects who's named as one of the escapees from the Kuje jailbreak. The arrest of these suspects cast a huge shadow on, especially, those who sold the "I saw them from where I was hiding. They were Fulani herdsmen" narrative. It cast a shadow on those who ran to the press with this narrative. From the pulpit, social media is WhatsApp groups. To everyone who profiled these criminals, you did us a great disservice. Recall that the gunmen attacked St. Francis Catholic Church in Owo, Ondo State on the 5th of June 2022. The alleged suspects who perpetrated the dastardly act have been arrested and are currently in detention. Well, the post by the veteran journalist has generated a lot of reactions from her fans and numerous followers on social media. I mean, fact is, you have to understand, even if the witnesses from where they were hiding said, okay, fine, they're Fulani herdsmen. I mean, if they're Fulani herdsmen, they saw that, I don't think they would mistake that, because the image of Fulani herdsmen is pretty much simple to spot. But if anything, given the narratives of attacks that have been going on in the country that have been caused by Fulani herdsmen, I'm not saying it is justified, but if any attack should happen anywhere in the country, though you may say it's unfair, but the first set of suspects would be from the north. Not that it's justified, not we're saying everyone from the north is a Fulani herdsman or is out here trying to, undergo terrorist attacks. But the fact is, without even any investigation, suspects is going to be from the north. So at the end of the day, if you have people coming out to say that, you know what, this is what we saw when they were hiding, I don't think they make a mistake of it. I mean, if you look at the names, I think some journalists describe it as very close to home, because these are not the names that were expected. And also from the escapee from Kuje prison, I mean, again, it sort of gives doubts and suspicions to the validity of this investigation, because the Kuje prison break happened after the Owo attack. So I don't know how, except the person was released from Kuje prison to undergo, to mastermind the Owo massacre, and then went back into prison and then was released again. If that's not the case, then it doesn't make sense. But you have to understand the country that we're in, and everyone is very much insecure, and they don't trust one another. I mean, Nigerians themselves. It is not a good look, but it is the reality of the situation. And yeah. So, of course, for the name of the Northerners, it's like, okay, fine. Well, did you see the results? Turns out that, those that you are accusing to be from our side are not the suspects, or are not, the factual criminals. So what are you going to do about that? So yes, it gives a lot of things to debate and talk about with the Nigerian society, but it is what it is. They said that he was released from Kuje prison, not escaped. Some people are mugu when it comes to the fact. If he was released, then this adds a whole other nuance to it, because the Kuje prison attack happened after. So why would he be released from prison and then be let back into society? And if this person then did this again, it's all very confusing. Buhari, that the media hates for no reason, will soon leave power and the Fulani propaganda will vanish with him. But Jagaban is their current headquarters. Don't mind them, they are telling us lies every day. Imagine they showed Idris Ojo as one of the escapees from the prison break, and now he's among among the Obo masterminds massacre. Who is fooling who in this country? Very soon they would come after you and with all their sponsors. Exactly what they want you to think and say when they stage managing the arrest. That's what you just said. They can't fool all the people all the time. They were Fulani's. Bloody Buhari and his gang of terrorists are trying to play a fast one. I mean, listen, this whole thing, of course, is changing the conversations. And yes, elections are coming up, but this is also a very important conversation to ask. How should the matter have been dealt with? Listen, if you had, let's be honest, okay? We can't say that the North isn't a distinct, in terms of appearance and just culture, isn't a distinct, part of the country in terms of identity. So I'm telling you, if escapees and witnesses, I'm talking from the church massacre, were hiding and they could clearly see that these were Fulani dressed attackers, then I don't think they'd be wrong. If anything, when you're in a situation like that, your senses are very heightened and you are very alert because your safety is paramount and you want to survive. So those that said they saw what they saw, I believe they saw what they saw. And if they saw that, I mean, again, I'm not saying every single, attacker was Fulani, but if some of them were, it just sells into the narrative, a factual narrative that has been proven many of times, by the way. It sells into the narrative and it would just spread like wildfire, and that'd be the number one story. So whatever this Lara Wise chooses to say, there really isn't any much grounds for her to make it seem like as if, the attacks are random and just against Fulani people anyway. Because if you're wise and you are, I guess, fair and educated, you wouldn't just assume every person from the North is a terrorist. Like, what is that? Doesn't make sense. But it also adds to, just in general, with news that's given to us, I mean, being able to verify anyways, even before or after investigations start. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.